The city center, a concrete jungle, a place where dreams are built and shattered in the blink of an eye. Towering buildings scrape the sky, their windows like eyes watching over the city. Down below, shadows ruled, creeping into every corner. Crime was a constant threat, lurking in the dark alleyways and hidden corners. It was a part of the city's heartbeat. Businesses like the one I guarded were easy prey for those who thrived in the shadows. They were the lifeblood of the city, yet so vulnerable. Just another mid-sized office building, another target in the endless game of cat and mouse. I was a security guard, just doing my job, patrolling the premises, keeping an eye out for trouble, trying to keep things safe, trying to maintain a semblance of order in the chaos, trying to keep the darkness at bay, armed with nothing but a flashlight and a sense of duty. But sometimes, the darkness seeps in, no matter how hard you try. It's a battle that never ends. My shifts were routine. Patrols, checks, logs, a necessary monotony. This month I was alone. My partner was in training, newbie. I envied his ignorance. The nights were long. The silence was heavy. Each footstep echoed in the emptiness. I was the only one there, or so I thought. It was during one of my perimeter checks. Two men, standing across the street, shrouded in shadows, watching me. I felt a chill. Something wasn't right. They didn't move. They just watched. A silent threat. I continued my patrol. My hand hovered near my belt, where my flashlight was, where my weapon wasn't. They returned a few nights later, same spot, same stance, watching, waiting. I wouldn't be intimidated. I made my presence known, shining my flashlight, making eye contact. They didn't flinch. They didn't react. They just stared. Then, they melted back into the darkness, vanished. But I knew they would be back. I was on my break, eating a stale sandwich, trying to ignore the gnawing unease. Then I heard it, a noise, a scraping sound, coming from the break room. I grabbed my flashlight, my heart pounded. I moved through the darkness, each step cautious. The room was empty. Nothing, just my imagination. Or was it? My next round, the emergency exit, an old heavy door, rarely used. The padlock, snapped, the door, ajar. My blood ran cold. They had been inside. I didn't go in, not yet. I needed to see, to understand. I raced to the security room. My hands trembled as I rewound the footage. The grainy footage. The truth. They had been inside, while I was outside. I couldn't believe my eyes. The realization hit me like a ton of bricks. They had infiltrated the building without anyone noticing. The security cameras had captured everything, but it was too late. The damage was done. While I was watching them, a carefully planned diversion. They moved like shadows, purposeful, silent. Every step they took was calculated, every movement precise. It was as if they had rehearsed this 1,000 times. They knew exactly what they were doing, and they were good at it. Too good. And then I saw it. The break room, me, oblivious. I was completely unaware of the danger lurking just outside. I had no idea that my every move was being watched, that I was being hunted. The break room, once a place of solace, now felt like a trap. Them, just outside the door, watching, waiting. Their patience was unnerving. They were like predators, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The door was the only thing separating me from them, and it felt paper thin. I could almost feel their breath on the other side. One of them held a crowbar, the other, a knife. They had been close, too close. The tools of their trade were menacing and their intent was clear. They were prepared to do whatever it took to achieve their goal. The realization of how close I had come to danger was chilling. The police arrived. They examined the door, scrutinizing every inch for clues. The broken padlock lay on the ground, a silent witness to the crime. They took notes, but the evidence was scarce. The footage was reviewed. Inconclusive. Shadows moved, but no faces were clear. They were gone, swallowed by the vast, indifferent city. The company decided to upgrade security, hoping to prevent another breach. New locks were installed, cameras were placed at every corner, but it was too late. The fear had already taken root. The knowledge that someone had been there, unseen, lingered. They were still out there, watching, waiting. Every creak in the night, every shadow, a reminder. And I was alone, left to face the unknown. A lone watchman in the urban jungle. The city never slept, and neither could I. My eyes scanned the darkness, searching for any sign of movement. forever haunted by the shadows in the night. The sense of unease was my constant companion, a reminder that in this city justice was often unseen.